Archipelago's vex is giving me like boy.
What's boy?
In a Moliy.
Archipelago's rendition of remix of this song sort of is some sort of caricature. This is not music. This is just a joke. So for me, my ranking of this is first of all Samini, then Stoneboy, Bino, Aigbedem, then Archipelago will be somewhere 10th.
10th?
Yeah.
Who should come and fill the
other people?
You're crazy.
Hello there, you are welcome to Entertainment and Trends right here on the News Go. This is where we bring to you the hottest entertainment juices and gossips and deliver it to you very nicely with a bit of sass and pizzazz from us, your host, Nelson Kofi, and
the sassy Miss Angie Shima. Hello
Absolutely.
guys, how are you doing? How has your week been? Let me tell you about mine first. It was amazing, although tiring, and I hope yours went fantastic. But if you didn't have a fantastic week, guess what? We are here to make your weekend juicy. Just stay tuned. Like, share, and subscribe.
Absolutely. Now, the very first story that we want to talk about is basically the remix of, or should I say the remixes of Moliy's Shake It to the Max. So a number of Ghanaian artists have jumped on this trend of the, Shake It to the Max music and are doing their own remixes to them. We have 5 people today, or artists, who have done the remix to the song, and we just want to talk a little bit about these remixes. And social media is hot talking about who had the better remix, and that's what we're also about to decide. So what is your opinion on it? And the 5 artists whose remixes we'll be talking about today is Stoneboy, Aigbedem, help me, Bino
Ayoni.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Archipalago.
We have Archipelago, and we have Mima Africa as well.
Yeah, Mami Africa or whatever.
Mima
Africa.
Yes.
Okay. But I think we're missing somebody. It is Stoneboy. Yes.
Samini.
Aigbedem.
Bino Ayoni, and Mima Africa.
No.
Who?
Archipalago.
Yes.
Oh. So we're not talking about Mima Africa because
but
that
she
one
also did a remix.
Okay.
Why sound like a hater?
Am I?
Yes.
Okay.
So we are including Mima Africa as well.
Okay.
The only lady who has done the remix so far that I know, right, is Mima Africa. So we can't talk about these remixes without her. We are including her as well. And there has been a lot of conversation on social media as to who did it better.
Yeah.
And some names are popping up. And I guess I understand why Nelson doesn't want to bring Mima Africa inside, because her name isn't actually at the top list of those who did very well.
No, it's
with
not why.
this remix.
It's just because her own is not nice.
It's nice.
Okay. You, before we get into the conversation about whose own was better and whose own was worse, let's talk about something that people are also talking about regarding the Shake It to the Max remix. People are saying that why do we Ghanaians have to wait for somebody to blow before we start claiming them? Moliy has been doing music for so many years now, and no artist, should I say, okay, based on the information I have available to me right now, not a lot of artists have tried to jump on a song or hold her hand, try to help her with the music. But now that she has made it internationally, artists want to jump on the remix of her song. And people are saying that that is just no. So what do you have to say about that?
Hey, but if people don't know you, how would they help you?
Hey, but she was known. Her face was all over. She had a little bit of fame.
To be honest,
she wasn't out there globally or even nationally, but people could see that she was putting in the work.
To be honest, I didn't know about Moliy.
And that's fine. It's
song.
just you. But a lot of people, some people, she was on a song with Amare, and people knew her.
I don't know that song.
Yeah, but
so,
it was out there.
Let's take to what you asked, right? If she has done a song that people are remixing now, it's also support. It's
so why didn't they support when
is
they
this
didn't
the only
know
song that has been remixed in Ghana?
Yes.
We have songs that have been locally popular locally, but people still remix it. So what's this conversation?
Okay.
People still jump to local songs.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think there is any kind of waiting for her to blow before you jump on her song or hype her or
but this is just
her.
a prelude to the question. So I'm saying, should we wait for people to blow before we try to attach ourselves to their shine? That's basically what I'm asking.
Okay, let me ask this previous question. Let me ask this question, not previous.
Okay.
You said you have known her for a long time. She
Yeah.
does song.
Yeah.
Did she open any kind of challenge or remix for any of her songs?
Not that I know of, but she didn't for this one either.
She did.
She did an open verse challenge for this song.
Is that not why they are jumping on it?
No, they are just jumping on it. Somebody started, Samini started, and other artists also followed. She didn't do an open verse challenge.
She didn't do an open verse challenge.
People are just jumping on it.
It's still support.
Oh, right.
It's just, I don't think it's any kind of riding on her favor.
How is it support when the song is already international?
The song is international, but songs fade out. Out.
Well, yeah,
so
you're right. I can say that these remixes have added a little bit of momentum to the song in Ghana.
Yes, it's giving it more time to ride on the already existing.
So you don't agree that they are riding on her fame in any way?
They are already famous. Who doesn't know Samini?
But not
who doesn't know
right now the hottest is Moliy, because she has the Shake It to the Max song and it's gone international. So she's been to the BET.
Gone international. Amare has gone to what's that award? That
BET.
Yeah. She has gone there. Black Sheriff.
Afrochella, are you talking about
Afrochella? Yes.
Okay.
Black Sheriff also went to BET. So what are you saying? She's not the only one. She's not the sole Ghanaian musician that has been there for people.
So you don't agree at all?
I don't agree at all.
Okay,
please.
so please let us know in the comments what you think. Do you think these artists who have done these remixes are riding on Molly's fame, or is just pure support, genuine support? Let us know in the comments. So according to you, who are the better remix?
Okay, so all the remix are saying they are dancehall remix, and I think I like the fact that they've added a touch of dancehall to this. I think Moliy did a remix, an actual remix with
Jamaican dancehall
right?
artists.
So
Jamaican artists.
Ghanaian adding dance, their voice and their touch of dancehall to it is very beautiful. And topping the list, my girls, I think I want to give it to Edem or Samini.
Really?
Yeah, Edem or Samini. One, I can't choose between the
What
two
about
of them.
Bino?
Bino is also really good. I didn't know of Bino's remix until today, so it hasn't really synced into my soul.
Okay.
But Edem and Samini's verse have really synced into my soul, and I think they did a very powerful thing to that song. Not forgetting Stonebwoy. Stonebwoy is my number 2. My number 1 is Edem and Samini. Stonebwoy is my number 2. He did amazing. And then my number 3 will go to Bino Ayoni. And then Archipalago will be my
number
fifth.
4.
Yeah.
Why is he your number 4?
Well, I think Archipalago gave this kind of boy touch to the song.
What's boy touch? Miss Aji, please explain. Hey, boy touch, say.
Archipalago's vex is giving me like boy.
What's boy?
In a Moliko Cohen.
Hey, so his was your worst. In your books, it's the worst.
I don't call it worst, but
it's the worst. If you have 5 people and you are saying his was the 5th, then his is the worst.
I just enjoy the dancehall and the patois on the
from
song.
Archipalago.
No, from the other artists.
Okay.
And Samini and Stonebwoy. But Archipalago coming, raw, and then I heard some kind of vulgar words in there. Mudia someone know.
Yeah.
All those things.
But that's the vulgar.
No, there are other ones. I don't want to say them.
Right.
But normal stuff, Mudia someone know, all this kind of, hey, Moliy is in my bed or things like that. Boy vibe.
She said the lyrics don't even make sense. People are making these arguments though. They are saying that Archipelago's rendition of remix of this song sort of is some sort of caricature. This is not music. This is just a joke. What do you have to say to that?
Like I said, it sounds boy to me.
Yeah.
It sounds like
so you agree?
To me, it sounds. I'm not going to agree to anybody. I'm talking for myself.
Okay.
But then I also saw on social media that people were hyping him up.
Tell me about it, because I've not seen a single comment that was talking positively about Archipelago's remix.
I saw a lot of tweets.
Okay.
Praising Archipelago, giving him the crown. Even
as the one who tops. The rank.
As the one who tops the rank. I don't know if because he did it first.
He did it first. I saw it from Samini first.
I learned he did it first.
He did it first.
Yes, before the others started jumping on it. But I saw positive comments for Archipalago.
Okay. Then I think it's the boys.
Hmm. Well, anyways.
Well, anyway, do you want to know? Yeah, do you want to know who my favorite
Who is
amongst
your
the
favorite? Yeah, tell
Samini?
me. Samini.
Samini absolutely brought that old school dancehall like originality. When I listened to Samini, it just straight out gave me dancehall. It was just so much about the lyrics, the way he wrote the beat, his voice. Everything about him was just so perfect, and at a point I was thinking, Moliy probably should have gotten Samini on the original song. Yes, it just spoke to my soul. Samini, Charlie.
Like I said, he's my number one.
Yes.
My number one
Yeah.
is Edem too. So
But I would have assumed the next person who would be like next to Samini, in my opinion, would be Stonebwoy. Stonebwoy's own was also pretty amazing. It was amazing. I'm not really a fan of Aigbe Edem's own. He could be fourth in my books, right before Archipalago. I don't know. So for me, my ranking of this is first of all Samini, then Stonebwoy, Bino, Aigbe Edem, then Archipalago will be somewhere 10th.
10th?
Yeah.
Who should come and fill the other
Other
spaces?
people.
You're crazy. Do you know that? I even left this out. Do you know his remix is topping chart in UK?
Why is he doing
I
that?
don't know, but I saw a post from UK. His remix is topping the charts. Yeah, so people are really into his remix.
Wow. This is just to tell you that people really. Okay, let me not say this. I would seem like a hater, but what I had in mind was like people really buy a lot of nonsense. But that's not to talk about Archipalago, but yeah, I just think that anything sells these days. So it really isn't about the quality of the music.
Okay.
Probably it got some sort of a hype somewhere within a few groups of people in the UK and decided to stream it like massively, and it got her those. I don't know, but Charlie, I don't see why Archipalago's own will be topping charts in UK and Samini's own is not. Am I a hater for saying that?
No, you're just sharing your opinion.
Weird.
Anyways, I think we've exhausted much time on this. Let's look at something different.
Yeah.
You know, about 2 days ago, we talked about FBI raiding Ghana of fraudsters. And one of the big names that have come into this conversation is Shatta Wale's Godfather, who is Kofi Boat. And I earlier mentioned that Shatta Wale has been making a lot of videos debunking his knowledge of Kofi Boat's involvement in fraud and scamming activities. Now, Shatta Wale is on social media again, and there is a viral video of him crying about this whole situation. Have you seen the video, Nelson?
I saw.
What do you make of it?
Oh, it was really pathetic.
Pathetic?
Oh.
For Shatta Wale to cry about his godfather arrested.
Okay. I don't know how I felt about that, but it was really unsettling to me. Okay, let me see. Corny.
No, what would you do if your godfather is arrested?
God forbid. And God forbid. And God forbid.
He's standing up for him. He's supporting him.
That video just gave me the creeps. Like, Shatta Wale, what are you doing? Just turn the camera off. I don't want to see you crying. Like, I'm like, Shatta Wale, turn it off. I don't want to see this. But, well, you said that's his godfather, and I could understand why. And I never saw Shatta Wale to be an emotional person. So even though I found it corny, I also found it very, relatable. I said, there's a soft spot. This is probably one of the few times I've seen Shatta Wale showing vulnerability or a soft spot. So on that note too, I was sympathizing with him and the situation a little bit, but it still just came off a little bit corny to me. Probably, and this is not his fault, it is my fault, the pedestal that I've put him on. I'm seeing him as some sort of a dancehall giant, big music and business mogul. So Charlie, like he's on the highest end of the ladder. So him crying.
Do you realize you are going against your own words? You sat in this seat some time ago.
Which seat?
This same seat.
Which seat is that?
This one.
Which one?
This very one.
I don't see any seats.
And said, let me make my point. He sat in this very same seat and said, men should be allowed to cry, to be vulnerable. boys' life matter too, didn't you?
Angie,
And Wale is just trying to show those vulnerabilities, and we are here today saying for the pedestal that I put him on, he shouldn't be showing those kind of things. He just turn off the camera, man.
Angie, you asked me a question and I answered you. You said, what did I think of it? So I should lie to you. Okay, I thought Shatta Wale was a big senior man for coming to cry on camera that Kofi Boat was picked up at the AFB. Yes, so senior man Shatta Wale, I salute you, and for shedding tears and showing your vulnerability. You are a solid man for that. Yes, that's how I feel.
Anyways, what do you also think of Shatta Wale crying? I think it's a very... If you just put your mind off what Nelson said about the whole thing, but if you look at the surface of the thing, he's just trying to show support for his godfather. You know, what if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? Because in the video we heard him saying that it's just a wrong business, that it's just a business that went wrong. You know, these fraudsters and scammers can, you know, maneuver their way where they can just deliver their money to you. And so when FBI is tracing, your account number may pop up or your name will pop up, and then you'll be a culprit. And that is what Shatta Wale is saying. He doesn't know Kofi Boat to be a fraudster and a scammer, and we should all wait for him, for FBI to finish their investigations before we conclude.
But do you think a whole FBI will build a case on wrong information?
It's not wrong information, like you said.
Or false information, because I believe they must have had their facts straight for a number of at least months before coming to make their arrests.
One thing I know about these scammers is that because of their location, they use a lot of things like the VPN we mentioned, and then sometimes you need to hold an account that tallies with the country that you mentioned that you are in. For example, you are in Ghana and then you tell your clients that you are in California. You need to have an account name or number that tallies with the banks in California. So probably you, Nelson, you have those details. So I come and take it from you, give it to my client, he sends the money, and so when FBI is tracing through that means your name will pop up. And that is what Shatta Wale is saying could have happened, wrong business. So we don't know, but we just have to wait for FBI to do their investigation. What do you also make of this? Share with us in the comments below. Nelson, anything more?
No, but if that's the case, then, well, let's not, like you said, let's not say any more about this and wait for more information from the higher authorities. Than anything, then we'll talk about it. But for now, with the information available, our hearts go out to the families of Kofi Boat and Kofi Boat himself, because Charlie, it's not easy.
It's not.
For FBI to come and pick you and extradite you to the United States to go and serve a prison sentence. Well, that's not what's happening, by the way. Probably they're going to assist in investigations, but it's still tragic that that's the reason why they're going to the United States. But whatever the case, we pray that things go on for the greater good of everybody. Yeah.
So people, this is what we have for you on our table today. Let us know what you also make of the stories we talked about, the remix of Moliy, Shatta Wale crying for his godfather, and so on and so forth. This is Entertainments and Trends, and I did this with the ever
what? Ever talkative, ever hater.
Talkative, ever hypocrite.
Ever hater.
Ever hater.
My name is Nelson Kofi.
And I am Miss Angie Shiva. See you in another video. Like and comment.